Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video we're going to start talking about fall because fall is right around the corner. And if you are like me and you don't start planning ahead of time, which I normally don't, but this year that's what I'm going to be doing, you'll end up, or else I'll end up going into the stores and just seeing all this fall stuff that's pretty because it's all pretty, right? And I'll just start buying it without a true vision. So this year I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to look at what it is that I want to achieve this year. I already know I don't want to have fall, autumn things all over the house. Just little sprinkles here and there will do. So if you'd like to see the approach that I'm taking this year and some ideas of what you might want to do in your home if you're trying to reduce costs this year through the fall, autumn season, or if you just enjoy that minimal look, then stick around. Now, I know that I want this minimal look, so I went out to Pinterest and just started looking around to try to get some ideas of the look that I wanted. And then I just analyzed the pictures and said, okay, what items do I need for that? And then more importantly, what items do I already have? Now, I started with focusing on the kitchen, and these are some pictures that stuck out with me as the items that I liked. I liked the simplicity of it. I liked the neutral tones of it. And I liked that they were vignettes, meaning that they were very portable and they would work in my space. So this is what my kitchen looks like on any given day. I have this island that I focus on, and I normally place a vignette there. I also usually place a vignette by my stove. And that one has to be functional because I like to be able to utilize the items that are there. So usually my utensils are there and my butter dish, things like that. So I definitely want to update that for the fall. So basically 2 to 3 vignettes in my kitchen is about all that I do. So using those photos as inspiration, let's see what we can come up with. So after looking at my pictures or my inspiration, I went to my stash to try to see what things I have that I can create the looks that I want. I found this faux fruit that I know I wanted to use, that I love using the green apples for the fall. I also have these fir persimmons that are very, very lifelike. So I pulled those out as well in case I want to add a little bit of color. I have this bowl here, and then I have that vase there. I pulled this tray out because it's a little bit more the style that I think I want, but I don't know. I also have a wooden tray as well that I may go ahead and use. I use that a lot in my kitchen. And then I also found these branches here. I love the way that these look, very natural looking and very, very fall-like. So that's what I pulled out for this first look that I'm going to try to do. So let's go ahead and see how it looks. Now I put some moss balls, extra moss balls and things that I had left around. These are from the Dollar Tree. I just need those to kind of lift this up because I don't have that many of the faux apples. So I'm just going to go ahead and place them in this bowl. I don't think I want a mixture of the apples and the persimmons. I just want the apples. So I'll just put those in there like that. I kind of wish I had a couple more of the apples, and if I look around, I may actually find another bag with some more, but we'll see. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and try it on this tray first to see how I like that. Yeah, this is going to really bother me. I'll figure that out. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and put this vase here, and this is just a random vase that I had already. We're going to go ahead and place this first stem in here, like so. I love the natural wood of this, and then we'll just kind of spread these out because this has kind of been in a storage container. So we'll work on that a little bit, and then we'll just place this one in here as well to add just a little bit more height. Okay. So that's the way the vignette is looking so far. All right, we've got a little bit of room here, and then I just have this candle here that is shaped like a pumpkin, perfect for the harvest season. And so that can go on there, and that kind of fills that tray up, and I like the way that it looks. Now let's take a look at it with the wooden tray. I think that might add a little bit more interest. I love basing some of my decor styles off of inspiration pieces because that gives me the opportunity to use my creativity to make it work for my style and my home. And so even though this is not exactly like the picture, it was my inspiration and I love the way that it turned out. So wooden board that I already had, a cutting board, we'll just put that on here. And then we'll put this here and put that there. Now, I won't have the room for the candle. That'll be too much for that little space, but I could always just put the candle kind of in front of it on the countertop. Kind of make that cascade down there a little bit. And that's how that's looking. I definitely have already made up in my mind that I will be using the wooden cutting board. I like the look of that a lot better. I just love to use wood tones in the fall. I had another cutting board. This one is one that I had thrifted a while ago, so I just tried it on here and I like it there as well. Actually, I think I like it on that board the best out of the three looks. But this is a very simple look, very inexpensive, no spend for me. I had all of these items already in my stash, so I've created that look. Now, I could have gone with more of some greenery with leaves on it or more color on it or something like that if that's the look I wanted, but I wanted to customize it to my style and what I like. So I think I like this best. Now let's go on to see what other looks we can create. Now you're seeing a theme here, I'm sure. This is another style that's very similar to the one that we just saw. The only difference is that that look is not on a tray and they brought in more elements of the fall season in the pumpkins or gourds. And so that's what we're going to do with this look. I love that you can create many looks with a few items. Now the beauty of this is that these light up so you can have a nice little glow in your kitchen, which is nice. These actually also have a timer on them. I always like to find lights with timers. These are some that I've had for a little while. I believe I got these off of Amazon. Oops. But that would be super cute in your kitchen for a nice little glow. Now to make this an even more affordable look, now this cutting board is thrifted, so we're gonna go ahead and take these away. These little candles here, you can find those at Dollar Tree or something similar, so that's very affordable. But let's go ahead and put some other fall-like items here that you can find this time of year. And it's these pumpkins. Every year, Dollar Tree has these pumpkins. I'm sure now they're $1.25, but super affordable, and you can find them every year. And so you can just kind of place those on here. You can get it at an angle if you like. Just create a little pumpkin patch look, but look at that. So we've got a thrifted cutting board, $3 Dollar Tree pumpkins, candle that you can certainly find at the Dollar Tree, and then 2 stems in a vase. Beautiful. Now, I'm a big fan of vase filler, and vase filler you can find at Hobby Lobby. Dollar Tree probably has something like this as well. And as you can see, these have pine cones in them, so we know we can find those outside for free. And I've done that as well in the past. I have a ton of pine cones. But I got these at the end of the fall last year at Hobby Lobby. And I'm sure I got them at either 75 or 90% off. So these were probably a couple dollars at most for these 2 packs. But these are perfect for inside of a vase. You can put them in a bowl. You can put them in a candle holder. There's so many other uses for the vase filler. So it's definitely a good thing to have in your decorating collection, not only for the fall, but through the winter season as well. So let's see what kind of style we can come up with for this next look. And I'm just playing around with different possibilities now, just kind of getting the ideal of the looks that I want, but more importantly, getting the idea that I have exactly what I need. I don't need to buy anything. And how many different looks that you can create with the same item. So we've used vase fillers so far. We've used some pumpkins, and we've used some candles and some vessels, vases, bowls, that type of thing, and a cutting board. So those are things that most people have in their homes already. If they don't, they're very inexpensive to add the pieces that you don't have. So we're just filling this bowl up with some of that same vase filler, and then we've used this clear vase that we put the vase filler in, and then we just put a stem right inside of that same stem, just to try what that looked like. And then we're trying it here with the white vase with the one stem in it. Either look would work just fine for a nice minimalist look. And then in that blank space, we can go in and add that little Dollar Tree pumpkin in there, and voila, we have a great little look. And then if you don't think that that's enough for you, you can add, of course, the branches. You can add more greenery in there to add more color if you like. And then, of course, that candle. And we're just going to go ahead and put that in there. And I love the look. Comment below and let me know what you're thinking of these looks that I've shared so far. This next inspiration piece is something that stood out for me, and I really liked the way that it looked as well. Well, in a recent video, I shared these hurricane candle holders that I got from Aldi a little bit ago. But anyway, don't mind the candles, they don't match. I'm just doing this just for the sake of this video. But that same vase filler can help to create that look that I like. So we can just find some vase filler to just kind of fill in around the candles and kind of create that same look. Now I have to make sure that I have pine cones small enough to fit down in there, but you get the picture. You can still get that same look and then have that warm glow of the candle coming through, which will be super, super nice for the fall season. But look how it turned out. I really like it. Now I would need to get a smaller candle in order to achieve the same look in here, but the bottom line is I can achieve the gist of that look with these hurricanes. Or of course I can use them with larger candles and not use anything in there. But I love the look of the fall elements with the pine cones and the acorns. Here's another look that I really liked. It's very simple and would look beautiful in a small little corner space in the kitchen. Now with this look, I have my lantern here, and don't mind it, it's dusty and crusty. I am probably going to paint this before I use it for the season, but I'm at least pulling it out to see what I can do with that. So I definitely know that I want a candle in here for my light source. We're going to go ahead and put that in, and then we're just going to add our little greenery around that. So this is no spend, of course. So what I did was I found these two fall picks that I already had in my stash. I know I have more, but these stood out to me. So I'm going to go ahead and try to use those. Now these you can pick up at the Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Hobby Lobby. They have them everywhere. I always like to buy mine at the end of the season. So we're going to see if we can use these. Now I already see this candle is probably going to be too big. So I'm going to go ahead with that smaller candle. And I'm just doing that just because I know that I want to add these picks in here. Now, as in the illustration, they show the picks kind of coming out of the lantern, and we're going to do the same thing. So I'm just kind of placing them here, and then I'm going to go ahead with some pine cones, some of that same vase filler probably, and just kind of put around here just to see if we can create a similar look. The key to this is to create the look that you want. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you like or whatever that works for your home. So I'm just playing around with things and just kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. All right, so this is what I came up with. And what I ended up doing was just sticking a pick down in here. This honeycomb was on top of the pick that I had down here. It actually fell off. So we waste nothing. So this is just simply one pick. I just stuck it down in the top here, and then just kind of play around with the leaves to get them to shape the way that you want. I have this handle here trying to help me to prop it up because none of this is permanent right now. This is just for me playing around with what I have to see what kind of look I can create. So then since this had fallen off from the lower pick, I ended up just sticking it here just to kind of fill in that spot there. And then down here I stuck that one pick down in here. I have a couple of acorns that I had sitting around, that Dollar Tree pumpkin, and then the other pick just kind of hanging out of the lantern. So very, very quickly done. I did this probably in less than 3 minutes, but you know, once I put the time into it and work with the items that I already have, I can create a look that works for me. Now, these same items that we've used in this video can be used to create other looks around your home. Very simply, we just need pumpkins. We need some picks, some candles, a tray if you want to go with a vignette style, maybe some wheatgrass or pampas grass if that's the look that you like. You can create a tablescape with these same looks. Just add your dishes and glassware in there, but the same decor pieces. We can even decorate our living room by just adding those items to a basket. We can decorate our bedrooms, do a little vignette on our beds, and so much more. So that's the whole purpose of this video. I hope you found it inspiring. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, just hit that subscribe button and also hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. It helps my channel out so much. And I really appreciate that you watched this video, and I hope that you'll stick around and come back and see me again soon, because my fall decorating is going to begin soon, and you can see exactly how I put these things together in my home and hopefully give you some inspiration for what you might want to do in your home and what works for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.